And it comes with an important message. Speak up and trust your gut.
A Northern Virginia woman says she had to call Washington Gas 5 times before a leak at her home was correctly diagnosed and repaired. Our Katie Lusso went to Fairfax County and spoke with the homeowner. She says she's thankful the issue has been fixed, but frustrated by this whole situation.
I'm getting pretty strong readings at your house, so it's got to be the service.
This man, whose face we blurred in the security camera video, is the 5th Washington Gas rep Andrea Jacobs says came to her Vienna home in a 3-week time span.
The fact that I had to come back for this and they should have found it, kind of takes me off a little bit.
The only one who she says correctly diagnosed a gas leak at her home, one she says the worker described as being at an explosive level. But let's go back to December when it all began.
End of December, I smelled gas for the first time in our basement, and I called the fire department. And they came out. They didn't detect dangerous levels of gas inside the basement. They advised we call Washington Gas.
She says that kind of alleviated her concerns.
Didn't seem like it was an emergency from the way they were talking.
But on January 8th, the smell was still there, so she called Washington Gas.
And they read that the furnace in our basement was passing gas. When the gas is turned off in the house, the furnace is still leaking gas.
She says she called her HVAC company. As documented in this receipt, they checked all the gas connections for leaks, writing, didn't find any leaks at this time.
We thought it over. We called them back. We're like, hey, can you take a second look? And they replaced the gas valve just to be safe.
But the smell was still lingering, so she called Washington Gas again.
Once again, they told us that the problem was the furnace.
On January 16th, she says she called Washington Gas a 3rd time because she was still smelling gas in her basement.
And they told us that now the issue not only was the furnace, but now they think the problem is also the gas line outside that runs to our generator.
Jacobs says the Washington Gas rep shut off both. On January 22nd, she called Washington Gas again.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
She says this worker told her he saw no problems with the gas line, that the only issue was with her furnace.
Something didn't strike me right about that particular rep, so I called Washington Gas back a 5th time.
She says the 5th Washington Gas employee who came out went around to the side of her house.
Came here to the gas meter. His scanner that reads for gas levels, the gas reading out here exceeded the maximum levels of the scanner. It was so high.
What was your reaction?
I was shocked. I mean, he was the 5th person that had come out to test for this problem, and he was the first one that identified a grade 1 gas leak.
She says the worker had a crew come out and fix the issue and stayed until that work was complete.
This is a public safety issue. We have a company, Washington Gas, that is supposed to be the expert in identifying gas problems, gas leaks, and they left us with a number of different diagnoses and living in a potentially dangerous situation for weeks. This is Washington Gas's pipe, the one that runs into the house. The one that goes to our generator line would be ours.
Okay. And the issue was with their line, not yours?
Correct.
She posted about the issue on social media and says a Washington Gas rep contacted her. On February 13th, they reimbursed her for the $724 she spent on what she says were unnecessary repairs.
And they promised to retrain employees, both their employees and contractors.
A spokesperson for Washington Gas confirmed that reimbursement to WUSA 9 and sent this statement. As Washington Gas believes in continuous improvement, the company will review the involved personnel's actions and identify opportunities for improvement. Jacobs says she's grateful for the 5th employee who found the issue and hopes this serves as a warning to others.
I want to make sure that people know to trust their gut and to be persistent, especially when the experts are telling you something that doesn't sit right with you.
In Vienna, Katie Lusso, WUSA 9.